My name is David. Baltimore people is 24/7 programs about business, tourism, social issues, local issues. Now, since I'm starting out right now, everything is recorded, but as the business progresses, I do live programs and be able to do a forum worldwide. So I've been online for months now, and I have 50 countries and throughout the USA. I think in terms of what I said, it's all here, and it's all communication. Yeah. In a perfect world, I live abroad 10 years before I came back. I'm from Baltimore, but I lived in Northern Ireland. That opened my eyes to people all over the world because I traveled around to Eastern Europe too. And it all came down to communication, really. Be able to know that no matter who the rich have a problem, everybody is dealing with something. But it's about not somebody right away, because it's one thing. Everything's a and I think as I'm getting older, I'm 58 now, that I'm realizing that it's really about how you treat people and how, if things are not going that well for you in terms of dealing, realize that they are an individual, a person too. And that's tough because we're talking about the Middle East, we're talking about Syria, whatever, that extreme is happening. And what's the cause of that? I don't really, the thing is, what I mean is that there have been problems that have been going on for centuries, a lot of them. But there are people, and I think my tenet, people that, like you and me, that can make this difference. And it gets steamrolled. We could talk to 2 people exponentially to 4 to 8 people if we communication and not a cure, but open up about individual problems, and to really else. And we are somewhat provincial, meaning this is America and we're the world, which is not. This is why I wish somebody could travel and see people are going. It's really not that from you. They are, but in many ways, universality way, And I don't the thing, but my radio station do. And I can be a cog for things. I don't have the, but I can, and then have the capability going. And that, I like things as devising a business plan, which means that you start off with a like-minded people initially, and then you say, this is what we want to do. How are we going to do it? What are the obstacles? I think first, revisit it in 3 months, see what works, throws out what doesn't. Keep going that 6 months. Always about communication. I don't know if I think so, because if you look at the basic 10 religions, really endorse this. No, it's not. The sad thing about that world is that the things that are extreme, things that are remarkable, get all the press. Really are somebody working with organizations and make a difference. People won't really know about you. And that's the kind of thing. If I have a radio station on all the time that anybody all over the world, other people think, then that's people that are like can make it, can be a all the time. And I think if you realize what really interests me in terms of that is that a while back, of course, we've had struggle here in America. Right? There have been people that were the Ku people and sat down with leaders, and I can't recall her name, but works in terms of a leader recently completely changed 180 degrees. They realize it to another. It's not there because we don't we'll right away. It's just a simple. It has to be done. It's local. And I think that can work.